Hello, everybody. This is episode 13, and Freddy ran away from home. No, I'm just kidding. Freddy went to go chase reindeer.
That's a good.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at all that lipstick on my teeth.
Just that's what your tongue is for.
And other things. Anyway, hello, everybody. So, I have Miss Sophia St. James here. She is the Miss Arizona Diva USofA.
Yes.
Okay. Because at first I started typing it wrong. I don't know if you caught that.
That's all right. There's a few people that do that.
I put Diva Arizona, and then I was like, that ain't right, is that?
That's okay.
I had to look it up on Facebook.
You got it now, so that's all that matters.
Yes. So she's gonna be our special guest this evening, and she's gonna co-host with me, and we're gonna talk about some things, and hopefully I can get this lipstick off my motherfucking teeth. So ladies, if you have lipstick,
check your teeth. Do a quick swipe.
And if you're with Freddy, who is actually in the hospital because he was doing what he loves, taking care of cats and dogs.
Cats can be
I should not be laughing, but I'm surprised the cat's still alive. Is that rude? Is that mean?
No, I don't think so. Cats can be a son of a bitch, though, sometimes.
I am blessed to have 3 wonderful pets that are not bitchy or rude or cut me.
Right.
So I need a new hand. So let's get this gig started.
Don't come to me between 2 or 3, cause I'm in the beauty shop, bitch. Diva! Diva! Diva!
Start again?
I will turn you out. I will turn you out. Turn it up some
Sophia. So, you need to tell us a little bit about yourself. You were recently crowned.
Yes.
That title that is so long.
Yeah. Very first one ever been crowned.
Is this your first, ever crown?
Yes, this is my first crown, but this is also the first for Arizona. This is first. I'm the first Arizona Diva USofA, period. Yeah.
Oh, wow. How was that? How was it being a first?
It was a lot of fun. I was nervous. I was familiar with different type of pageants and competitions.
Oh, because of where you're from.
Right.
Because you're not originally from Phoenix.
No, I'm from Portland, Oregon originally.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but it was a lot of fun. I had a good time connecting with all the other contestants, and it was as you know, it's a full day of festivities.
I wouldn't call it festivities. But so you're enjoying it so far?
Yes, I'm loving it. It's been a great journey so far.
I've done a couple fundraisers with you, and sometimes a little bit bearded. And ladies and gentlemen, can I just say, go on.
Yeah. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just look it up. I'm falling in love.
You should.
Because that bearded lady, hon.
But it was for a good cause.
It was.
That's what you got to remember. It's for a good cause.
It was. So tell us more about being Miss Arizona Diva. What have you learned so far, and what have you done so far? I'm
loving the camaraderie so far. Because there's myself, and then of course Mr. Arizona USofA MI, and our alternates. And so it's been a really fun time getting to know them and discovering new things about myself that I probably wouldn't necessarily have pushed myself to do if it hadn't been for this ride.
Oh, so was this competition even out of your comfort zone?
Kind of, sort of. When I was younger, I used to do beauty pageants.
Oh, so this is.
But then I stopped.
Whoa! Hold the hell on. Let us back this up for a second.
Okay.
So Sophia St. James is born. Forward, maybe high school?
In high school, yes.
Okay, so let's start from there.
I started modeling when I was in junior high and middle school.
Get out.
And then I just went on, and then I took pageantry, and I was crowned Miss Junior America Oregon, and went on to compete for nationals in Orange County. I was a first runner-up, but it was another Oregon girl that won, so that made me happy because it was one of my sisters, so that was nice. And
so this is not the first time you've been in the presence or had the essence of being a title holder.
No, but I mean, beauty pageants, like high school beauty pageant, it's all about.
But that's kind of cutthroat too.
It can be cutthroat, but you're dealing with teenagers, teeny bop girls.
Well, I don't know. Have you seen some drag queens? I don't know if that's the difference.
I haven't experienced that so far.
Okay.
So
consider yourself blessed.
Nationals are in March though, so I don't know.
No, there's a sisterhood and then there's a sisterhood.
All right. Well,
I won't damage it for you, but there are good people in the sisterhood.
Okay, that's good to hear. So far, I've met amazing people, so it's been really nice.
So when is your nationals?
In March.
In March. And you're going to be doing fundraisers to help you get to nationals?
Yes, fundraisers. There is a benefit on December 6th, actually. And that's kind of a threefold benefit because we're getting toys for Phoenix Children's Hospital. We are gathering clothing for CAF's homeless shelter. And then the $5 door donation goes to Team USofA and gets divided amongst us all to get to nationals.
Sickening.
So we have our team fundraisers, and then we each are doing our own fundraisers. Like we each have our own crowdsourcing and stuff like that.
All right. Yes. She said, I've been here before. I'm here for the girls. But so you're excited. You're excited?
I am very excited. I'm excited. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. I was once told by someone that if someone is excited, that means that they care, or nervous, that means they care about what others think or what is going to happen. So I'm trying to look at my nervousness being a good thing.
I think when the nervousness goes away, that's a bad sign.
Right.
I'm always nervous before a show. Like,
no
I
matter
pee
what.
my pants, kind of.
Right.
I'm like,
I know that.
And then as soon as you perform your first number, you're like, okay,
woo, I'm done.
I'm good. But so if you have any questions, I have not seen the chat turn live at all. I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all are there, I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh, Vicious Slick is joining us.
Yay!
Oh, you like my blue dress? Oh, yes. You like my blue dress? This is my wedding dress, actually. When I got married.
That's right.
Well, you can't just wear something once.
That's true. You got to get.
I don't understand how people pay like thousands of dollars, and they're like, "I got married in this," and I'm like, "You only
wear it every day."
Well, I don't wear this every day, but I'm like, "You're gonna wear it once?
Yeah.
Make it into a mini skirt, girl. Wear it." All right. So, what did you do this weekend? You have any fun? Did you do anything as a royal person?
Oh my goodness.
I did see you post something about you were going to go out and just be.
Yes, and you know what happened? I am such a grandma. I feel like such a grandma sometimes. I'll tell you that in a minute, but I performed on Friday and then I performed on Sunday.
Oh.
Friday was Divas on Demand at Zone.
How did that go?
That was fun. That was the first one.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of fun.
So you guys gonna have more?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You heard that? She said she gonna have more.
It's not my show. I just performed in it.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Hopefully I'll be invited back. And then on Sunday was Diva Takeover at Cash.
Oh, so it was just a Diva weekend. I see.
Yeah.
All right. So did you not perform on Saturday?
I did not perform on Saturday, no.
Okay.
No.
Did you have like a ladies' night?
So I got up that morning like, I'm going to go out. I want to go out. I'm going to go dance.
I saw you post that. I was like, oh, yes. She's serious.
I was serious. I was like, I just want to go out and have a good time, see what's to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
and I had a long day of errands and all this other stuff. I got halfway done, and I sat down on the couch.
And good night.
And I fell asleep.
Oh!
I ended up not going out.
I hate when that happens.
So I'm going to make up for it this weekend.
She says she'll be out all weekend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
So this weekend, I ordered, can you believe this came after I ordered it this weekend? But I ordered a new setup. Let's see if I can show you. This is a black glass, like, table-ish desk. And because Freddy was talking about that table. Don't you sit on that table, Sophia.
I won't. It's going to be my craft table.
Because the computer was sitting on it, and it was starting to bow in the middle.
Oh.
And so Freddy was a little worried that one day we would knock into it, and
it would just collapse.
Yeah.
This is a nice table, though. I have to say, it's a nice table.
Yes, I got this and a nice little chair for the combination price of what they wanted for the same exact table. I was thinking, oh, I don't shop like that. I don't just see stuff. I buy stuff, but I see it and evaluate pricing. Smart shopper.
Always.
So, I got massages this weekend, but I was a little disappointed in my massage.
Oh.
It was one of I like the massages where you like feel like you're being punched and beat up, and then you walk out there.
Deep tissue.
Yeah, and you feel like you just walk out there, you're like, oh.
You feel like putty.
But this lady, I said, I like it like rough.
Right.
And she goes, well, I like to wait until the muscles tell me when it's okay to let me in.
What? No, I want you to force your way into my muscles.
you don't know my life. I need you to like break apart these. I need you to like go in there, grab it, tear it apart, and then put it back. So I left there feeling so unsatisfied. I was just like, or dissatisfied. And right. I was like, I almost didn't tip her. That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh.
It's disappointing.
And then my muscles were like, like when you like try to rub something and then it kind of just feels like it's just irritated.
Right.
That's what I felt like.
Oh, so you felt worse.
Mm-hmm. So I walked out of there just like, oh, never requesting that girl again. But yes. I'm not horrible.
No,
she
not
was.
You. The massage therapist was horrible.
And if I see her on the street, she better watch her. I'm just kidding. This isn't Ferguson. We don't play that game. We'll get into that later. But I think this timer is off because I started it late. But I know what we can throw in there. So what was I going to ask you? It just disappeared. Where can people find you? Usually, like on social media.
Social media.
We'll repeat it again at the end of the show, but let's spew it out in case people want to start following you in the middle of the show.
So I'm on Instagram, and it's just Sophia St. James, and Sophia is PH, not F.
I know.
So SOPHIA. Sophia St. James on Instagram. On Facebook, it's the same thing. You just search and you'll find me. Twitter, same thing, Sophia St. James.
Oh, you're all over.
Yes, I have a Tumblr, Sophia St. James.
Oh, me too.
What? Tumblr?
Mine may not be safe. You have children. I don't know.
Well, mine...
Oh, so we're Okay, I got it. Okay. So maybe you could follow me.
We're all grown here. It's all good.
I don't know. I've had some people complain on my Facebook. They were like, ew, don't talk about that stuff. So I was like, I'll take it to Twitter.
No, that's what Tumblr's for.
Tumblr
and Twitter.
Not that I'm into those kind of things. I am. So we're gonna move on to our next segment. And it's usually Freddy's just the tip. But we were talking about this before the show, and Sophia said that she is a sex educator. I say that with quotation marks because I'm not sure of her credentials. I'm really not sure. And we'll have to wait until we hear the advice that she gives us,
right,
to make sure that it is at least a little bit certified. You know,
that's understandable.
If it crosses the line of certified without the lipstick on it, you know.
Right.
But I'll give you a shot. Give you a shot.
All right. All right.
Do that. Oh, where did it go? Oh, here it is. Oh, I'm stupid. Sorry. Titty jiggle.
Oh shit.
Never mind. We want everything to stay.
Yeah, we
don't want to get hit in the face.
No, we don't want any black eyes happening.
That looks like it would just come over here and I'd be like, and then you'd have to host the show.
Right, and I don't know the segments. I'm like,
okay, so Sophia is gonna give us the best sex advice that you can give someone. Anyone. Well, maybe anyone. Depending.
Okay.
Come on.
I would say always be safe. That's my number one. Be safe. Know your status and know your body. A lot of people are really embarrassed to touch themselves or to know what they are about. And how are you going to expect someone else to know about your body if you don't know about your own?
So there's people out there that don't.
No. Yeah, right. There are people that don't.
They don't.
Because it's...
touch themselves.
Right. And it's not even about that. It's about knowing what you like and what you don't like. I mean, you just have to... and play safe. Play it safe. Safe just doesn't mean condoms. Safe means lube, gloves, condoms, dams.
Oh my.
That's safe. And then of course you vary that depending on your status with your partner and if you're fluid bonded or if you just met at Charlie's.
Oh. That's rough. Though I have seen some people that are as you called it, fluidly bonded at Charlie's, and they don't know each other's names.
Oh, well.
Or know that, I think that some people don't even know that it happened while they were there, but that's not my business. So what other sex advice, or, I have a good one. What is the funniest sex advice that has been given to you that you know is not true?
The funniest.
Like you knew that was a lie. Like somebody came up to you and said, girl, if you try this, and you're like, that's cute, girl, I'll try it. Too bad.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to say a name.
So no, of course not. I'm not gonna out nobody. I'm not gonna bust nobody out. Don't worry about that. I would have to say, you know those what are those candy bars called? Those giant, it's like a Payday, but they're round. It's like nougat, and then it has like peanuts stuck in it. Anyway,
it's not Payday?
It's not Payday, because Payday is kind of like flat like that.
And it's chunky.
Yeah. Well, so the candy bar, I can't remember the name of it. Anyway.
Similar to a Payday.
Yes, using that as
a playful area place?
Would, without the wrapper, creates a better sensation.
Then what?
Because it's bumpy. So that obviously is not true. That's not something anybody.
Nasty.
I do not suggest anybody try that unless you want a yeast infection. No, don't do that.
Oh. Do you think this person that I'm not going to ask for a name, but do you think this person has done that themselves? Oh, you thought about
You
it.
know what? I don't know. Maybe.
Were you drunk when we were having this conversation?
I wasn't drunk, but we were having some drinks and stuff. They had a couple more drinks than me, but we had just started our night, so I wouldn't say we were drunk. We were tipsy. So, and we were just, being girls and just talking about stuff.
But a candy bar in your hoo-hoo? And I don't think, if somebody walked up to me and said, if you put a candy bar up your pussy, it feels real good, I would be like, you're nasty.
Yeah, no.
You're real nasty. Oh, look at Sassy Glamazon.
Hey.
Along with your team is supporting you. Look at that. If anybody else wants to talk, if you have questions for Sophia, just go ahead and post them below in the comments and we'll ask her. And if you have any sex advice for her that we can laugh at, I'm just kidding. Just there was. But if you do, what I would like to know what y'all's worst sex tips have been. Like, I don't know. I can't even think of one off the top of my head. I don't know.
I can tell you a bit of sex advice. Don't use 50 Shades of Grey as a reference.
That was a combination of stupid and
just don't.
Starting to wonder. You need some new friends. I think we're gonna have to.
No, none of my friends. Trust. None of my friends use 50 Shades of Grey as a reference. That's
Sassy. Is she talking about you?
No, I am not. I'll put that out there. I'm not talking about you, Sassy.
Oh,
I love you.
We know we're not talking about her. She got like 80 kids. Inside joke. She understands. But so are you single?
I'm not.
Married?
I'm not married.
What the?
I am
partnered.
I have a girlfriend.
Not married, but not.
We started dating in May.
Oh, okay.
This year.
Okay. Oh, we can't say married because that'd be like rushing it. You hauling it.
Exactly.
I
actually said that the other day. I was like, I hope you don't think I'm trying to U-Haul it.
I just moved in. Don't think that I U-Hauled it. I'm only paying half the rent because I'm here.
Right, exactly.
So any other sex advice before we move on? Before we leave that in the dark?
Wash your toys. Use lube. Don't use silicone lube with silicone toys.
Okay, what's the best and fun, like outrageous, like fun advice that you can give somebody?
Explore, have a good time, be comfortable with your body. If you're comfortable with your body, then you'll have the best fun you could possibly have.
You are so vague tonight. We need you to be explicit.
Do you need me to be explicit? Buy Hitachi and get a double-ended dildo.
Okay. Yes. This is not a family show.
Okay.
In case you haven't noticed, you watched a couple of the episodes.
I have watched a couple of the episodes. I have.
And you know me, so
yeah.
I'm a good Christian lady.
Me too.
In fact, my mother called before the show, speaking of good Christian ladies. But so you need to tell me a little bit more about your sexual educator role. Where does that stem from?
I have always considered myself to be a sex positive person.
Ooh.
So
What's that mean?
Someone who just enjoys the nature of sex and knows that it's available for people to, you know, like
playground.
Right? They can say nothing's wrong with satisfying your desires. Like no one should be shamed or made to feel bad because they have desires and needs and whatnot.
Oh, absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. 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 So we're gonna move on and we're gonna go to damn, you posted all over fucking Twitter and Instagram
and Facebook.
Damn, she's everywhere. So am I though. So I have offbeat news. We live in kind of fast. We need you to slow the hell down. Okay. You slowing the hell down?
I'm slow.
Okay, you drink up now and take a deep breath. I want you to think of long and productive answers. Have a good time. Relax. Just relax. Or just girlfriends
talking and chatting
in front of the whole nation. It's okay. Just a little bit.
It's all right.
You know all of them though. So do I. So do I. Oh, let's see if anybody said anything about us. There was a TV show about sex myths. One myth was if you shake a Coke bottle and open it inside you, it would kill sperm. Oh my God, that's nasty. And so just think about this. If you did that, how embarrassing that would be. Could you imagine him going up to somebody and going, shake this bottle and I'll put it inside?
Right. If you're worried about being pregnant,
you shouldn't be sticking it like that anyway. But I was thinking that, you know how you get those emails that say Coke helps you clean your toilet? Have you ever heard that?
I have. Yeah.
So a couple of times I have done this. And it works pretty well. And I think if you're shooting that up your...
If it's strong enough to clean a toilet, do you really want that inside of you?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, God.
No, I don't. I don't want... Plus,
I don't
it's
even
a lot
like
of sugar.
The taste of Coke. I like Pepsi myself. But
I like Mexican Coke because they make it with real sugar.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Where do you go to get that? Do you drive to Mexico
Food City.
often? Oh, okay. I was like, do you go to Mexico often?
No, you just go to Food City.
She's like, bye guys, I'm going to get Coke in Mexico. You know how awful that sounds? Oh my God. They let you cross the border with that Coke?
Right, exactly, all the time.
So I'm gonna get deep and heavy about a couple of things during the offbeat. If you are racially offended, if you are genderly offended, if you are offended in general just by opening your own mouth, this may not be for you. And if so, if it's not for you, but I would like for you to stay watching the show and comment below. And if you say something ignorant, I might just say it out loud and respond back to you. That's my disclaimer for the evening. Because I know people know what I'm about to talk about. Some people do.
The hottest topic.
Excuse me, my computer is being a little retarded. Oh, I didn't want to play my song. We'll just play this one.
Oh no, we're not shopping. You can do that. I can't do that. Oh, I got a turkey neck. I just got a plant chicken down the step.
That made me feel... We just talked about being prideful of our bodies.
Right.
I am not there right now.
$10, Planet Fitness.
I don't endorse that on this show. If they want to be sponsors, sponsor this body.
Right.
So, last week we talked, and I think before we had the show, they had said that there was going to be no trial and there was going to be no indictment for Darren Wilson.
Yes.
For the Michael Brown incident I keep calling it an incident because part of me, and you can chime in and say you disagree. You can say, bitch, you're retarded. I don't care. Part of me sees it as it could be, and yes, I did say it could be a race issue. That's one line of this issue is bigger than I feel that I could fit into the last half hour of the show.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it could be a race thing. I feel like it could be the media blowing things out of proportion. I also feel that it's a little bit the way we're fighting for it is prehistoric. Now, I don't know how you feel. You can tell me.
You know, I can see how that could be thought. I think with me though, a lot of those people over there don't have nothing. They were raised with nothing. They were given chaos. And I don't think that just because I feel like you're a product of your environment. Not all the time. There's lots of people that have chosen different paths and have gone on to do whatever, and they're not worried about that stuff. But a lot of people don't feel like they're heard. And so a riot is the voice of the unheard. So if you're not unheard by saying, hey, you know, let me talk to you. After a while, you're like, let me talk to you, bitch. Come on now. And so and I think that a lot of people are at that come on now, goddamn it stage because they just don't feel like they've been heard. Is it right? No. Is it the best way to go about things? Absolutely not.
Okay. So but the first thing, my first little, it's floating up there.
Right. It's
I was talking with some friends about this earlier. Do you think that if Michael Brown was white and Darren Wilson were black, that the media would have, I feel like the media pushed this as a race issue. That being said, if they had race reversed, so to speak, do you think it would be such a big deal?
I think it would have been a big deal, but not in the manner of which it is now. Like, it wouldn't have been focused on Michael Brown, if he were white, getting shot. It would have been focused on the fact that a teenager just got shot. And do I think that the officer, if he were black, would have gotten off? Still maybe, because I mean, police protect their own. Mm-hmm. Not all the time, but this is just, and I'm speaking in generalities. I'm speaking about the way it usually is. Not all the time. There's always those instances that stand out that don't, fit into the mold, but just historically speaking.
So what was the second one that I had up here?
Race, oh my goodness.
Oh, I totally spaced it. But the media,
yes,
for me.
The media definitely blew it out of proportion. The media loves to sensationalize things, I think.
So I believe if the media had, yes, I think it's okay to televise the riots, but I remember, because I'm young enough to remember, young is what I said, the LA riots.
Okay.
And I remember when they stopped showing them on TV, because you knew they were still happening.
Oh, yeah.
But once they stopped showing them on TV, it was almost like the fire went back. Like that, like people were like, well, they're not showing us on TV, really. They're just like, there was no attention to it. So I guess in the sense, nobody was being heard because they weren't showing it on TV. But
right.
I don't know.
I think the
I
media,
feel so many mixed emotions about. I'm glad I know about it,
right?
But at the same time, I wish I didn't see it so much. I wish it wasn't like promoted.
I just kind of tuned it out after a while because it is everywhere. It's like everywhere you look, you can't get away.
You
from
open
it.
a newspaper, you flip open. Actually, I think it was in like People magazine. I was flipping through, and then it was like, and you're like, okay,
it's right there,
made it into a pop rag. Let's go ahead.
It's all about ratings, I think. When it comes to the media and all that, it's all about ratings. And right now, that is the biggest story. People want to know what's going on in Ferguson. And so because of that, I think that they blow it up and they hype it and they have specials and they tune in now and all this stuff. So
I will say that I don't have, I don't watch things live because life takes over. But I do watch on like the Apple TV, that like the streaming. I did watch the interview that Darren Wilson gave. And I was torn. It's so weird. It feels really uncomfortable. It feels, at the same time, I was upset that he didn't feel like he feels like he doesn't need to defend himself, but at the same time, I feel like he was that small town guy that totally just got all this attention and is now facing death threats.
Right.
And has to go 24 hours with somebody following him because he's been emailed and social media and has moved in the course of 4 months like 3 or 4 times.
Right, yeah.
Because he's gotten so many like bomb threats.
He has a target, unfortunately.
So I'm not sure. And I'm one of those people that I just want peace and harmony.
Mm-hmm.
I want to look at the situation and say, how can we fix it?
Right.
Instead of, how can I go kill the man because he killed one of our own? And when I say one of our own, I think I'm thinking in race. I'm thinking in a generalization that and I put on Facebook the day after or maybe it was the day or the night of the indictment, because a lot of people were becoming those keyboard cowards, where they get plentiful behind the keyboard.
Yes.
But if you saw them on the street, they wouldn't say the things that they were typing. So I thought a lot of it comes down to, I guess, respect and how things are handled.
I definitely think it comes down to respect. I think it comes down to
it's such a deep issue. It's just like the lady that did not give me a good massage. When you don't give a good massage, you rub around the issues. Racism has been an issue for over 500 years.
Yes.
It has moved over here. It has moved over here. It has even jumped across a couple races, and that sometimes we focus more on another race than the other. Then we move it back. And then when it seems like it's smooth over, we kind of just pick up the rug and toss it back under there, and we rub some more, and we just say, I'm going to wait for this issue to tell me how it feels. Now, me personally, I try not to see race. And but it's so hard to erase the color lines when they're so vivid and visible. I am married to a white man, and I'm not afraid to say I am attracted to white men. I'm attracted to other races too. Let's not get all butthurt.
But that's the thing, nothing's wrong with that.
So, but I'm saying is we need to learn to, I don't know how to erase this color line. And I'm trying to figure out, does it exist in other countries? And it doesn't seem to, though, or it's not as bad.
Not as thick as it is in North America, mostly in America. No. Well, that's the thing, though. Like, erasing the color lines, I think it's good that we have color lines because we can see everyone's uniqueness in their race.
But I mean it in the course of hate and despair and, oh, well, they're privileged.
Right.
When I try not to think about this too much, but when I was growing up, my parents always told me that I need to give 200% because there's always somebody that will give somebody else a benefit because of they had one up on me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because they come from the old school where they went to school. Well, my parents aren't that old, but it was just coming off of that where they kind of were going to be in, you know, separate schools and don't drink out of that water fountain. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure that my grandmother and grandfather went through that whole don't drink out of that, don't sit on that side of the road, don't sit on that side of the bus. But I don't think it's still fresh. I think it's not even 100 years old yet.
It hasn't been that long since that kind of stuff has ended.
But I will tell you one thing, that I work at a local high school, and I don't think that, I think race affects the younger generation, but I don't think it affects them as much. Does that make sense?
Right.
And when things don't go in their favor or something knocks them, there's something that gets them. Like when the lady grabs her purse, or I've had people grab their purse when I'm in drag because I don't understand that, but I don't know. You tell me. I think that one day we'll wake up and stop destroying each other.
Right.
Oh, that was another thing. And people are going to be so mad at me for saying this. They're going to be so mad at me for saying this. Do I want to say this?
Say it.
Just fuck it. Anyway, so I want to say you can't expect others to find respect for you until we stop killing each other.
Right.
Do not. Another part of me too was looking at this as a straightforward, if I had just heard this on the news and didn't know what color either one of them was. If Michael Brown stole something, of course he's going to get approached by an officer. If he comes for that officer, as been alleged, that officer has a right to protect himself and those in his community. And I know people are going to hate me for this. So if a 276-pound man is coming after me, ooh. Unless he's coming for me for something else, I don't know. I can't say that I would have shot him. I can't say that I just know. I don't know. But all I know is the man is young enough, 28, that his whole life is now going to be destroyed. Because of a split second, he took away somebody's baby, somebody's brother. But there's so many mixed emotions, and I can't say they're right or they're wrong. I can't say, I'm not saying anything is right or it's wrong in this situation because I'm so confused by it. I'm so, what's the word?
Perplexed.
Like there's so many things that go into this that we haven't fixed racism, so you can't fix racism with this one incident, but we still need to fix it. You can't fix how an officer reacts, but we still need to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't fix it with this one incident. We just, I loved, and I know a lot of people were mad at this prosecutor, a young man. He's not young, but he said one thing that just still echoes in my mind. And it didn't matter if he was for Darren or for Michael. He said, let the conversation continue. But let that conversation continue and let's be constructive instead of destructive.
Right. Which is always the best thing to do, is to be constructive.
So my thing is, when we riot, can we riot and not destroy businesses?
Well, that's the thing, though. There are peaceful protests taking place. There is headway for productive conversation, but the media doesn't show you that. The media doesn't want to tell you that today there was a peaceful protest and everybody was fine and no one got arrested.
Because you just flip the channel.
Exactly.
Go, okay, cool.
Today there was a productive meeting and nobody was injured and they came to some resolutions. Like, that, people don't want to hear that. They want to hear that there were riots and cars burned and buildings burned. That's what gets ratings. So this stuff is happening, and the thing is, people don't want to talk about race because race is a sensitive subject. When you say a white man or a black woman, you think like the word white and the word black all of a sudden become a curse word, and they're like, and they're offended. Well, no, you are white, you are black, you are.
When you get derogatory,
yes, when it's derogatory, yes, that's.
Oh, different. That black man came after me. Okay.
Yeah, that's a little different.
All right,
that's a little different.
Calm down. It's all right. But there's also another young man, and I'm not sure the race of either of them. There's an officer that was defending himself, allegedly. I always say allegedly because I don't know if this shit is true or not.
Right.
But he put someone in a chokehold, and the person that he put in a chokehold died.
I heard briefly about that. I don't know the details.
I'm not sure. I'm so lost when it comes to all this. I'm not sure. I haven't been trained as an officer, so I don't know what the fuck they go through. I know that I have been places where officers are dealing with the stupidest shit. And you're like, bless that officer for his patience, because I would have punched one of them. But at the same time, are they abusing their power? Or are they doing what they're supposed to be doing?
Right.
Or, see, and that's part of the whole Michael Brown thing. I don't know. I don't know what the training is.
Well, the story you're talking about, I think I saw that they weren't, chokeholds are barred or whatever. You're not supposed to do a chokehold.
Oh, you're not?
Right. And I believe that's what I read. Now, don't quote me because, again, I didn't read the whole thing, but I just saw a little lippet and it said that chokeholds aren't allowed. But yet he gave a chokehold which resulted in a death. So I don't know. So
that's done. I won't bring it up next week, I promise. Unless it's in the news. Just kidding.
Which means this is part 1.
Sorry. But you guys have to let me know how you feel. My husband said that he thinks it's sad that they're destroying their own community.
It is sad. It is very sad that they're destroying their own community. And just coming from a place of understanding, that's the only thing they have. They are so angry. They are so fed up with their community. They feel like their community is being attacked, and there's nothing that they can do about it. And there's nothing that they've been able to do about it for years now.
I understand the rioting.
Right.
I understand the rioting. But I don't understand the looting and destroying your own business.
I think a lot of these, I think some people also are they're like, oh shit, I don't give a shit about this, but it's a TV right there, and mine just went out last night. Like, you know that there are some people out there that are like that. So
they're not even thinking about Michael Brown. They're just saying, oh shit, they broke open that store. Let's go.
Get that new bed over there. Exactly. You know there's some people like that. That's a given. But everyone who wants change they're not all rioters. They're not all.
There are some. I did read that there are some people that are actually in position that they're going to investigate, looking into creating laws to help situations like this. So there are people, and I never would have done this. unless this would have happened. So I'm probably one of those people that tuned in and realized, oh, there's something going on in Ferguson. But I subscribed to one of the, I didn't subscribe like buy the paper, but one of the Ferguson like mini town papers, like their Facebook. And one day I was just scrolling through and there was a lady and her son that was interviewed by a reporter. And she said that she wished it was more peaceful and that if the rioting just took place in the street. And from that post were some of the most evil things I've ever read. Calling this lady evil names, including words that Black people don't like to use, or like to use, but not in the way that we should.
Right.
They were calling her that, and they started taking swings at her son and calling her son a bastard. She was like, I don't know how people know that maybe the dad was at work. You don't know. But again, keyboard cowards is coming to mind.
Trolls.
Yeah. They go, oh, well, I know your business, and honey, yada, yada, yada. And you're thinking, she's just trying to say, she lives in the neighborhood. She would like a peaceful protest. What's so hard about that? She's not like putting signs up.
Right.
Please peacefully protest. Those are people that kind of get on people's nerves. You're like, shut up, get out the way. But so I don't know. That's something for you to think about. I'm sure all the things that I said are on somebody's mind. Maybe not as complex as it is on mine, because I'm thinking about it like from like different sides. And I also thought about that a lot of people are watching this, not just outside of our country, outside of our borders, but those crazy as fuck ISIS people.
Oh yeah.
If they see a weakness, they're gonna come for that. I fear for that shit. I fear that those crazy ass people cutting heads off and shit are gonna go, well, US is weak, they're killing themselves. Just wait till they destroy themselves.
They very well might be thinking that.
I am not a member of ISIS or support ISIS. Let me go ahead and put that out there.
Right.
That will be a sound bit here in a bit. But we gotta learn to stick together. We gotta learn to, I'm not saying every day should be puking rainbows and roses and you should love your neighbor and borrow their lawn equipment. Say, thanks, Jim. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all, because that's not real, but we gotta do something.
Gotta smile more.
Gotta do something.
Yeah.
And media people, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, so I don't have. Well, I might be able to go to Winter Wonderland.
Yes.
Maybe. I have to work 10.
Come on.
I have to work 10 to 4.
Door
I gotta get on FaceTime.
call is at 5:30. You can be a little late. She can be a little late, right, guys? It's all right.
I gotta FaceTime. Come on, do it. I gotta look pretty.
Be there. Do it.
Oh. I'll think about it. So Sophia's got tell us more shows that you got coming up.
Okay, so I'm gonna get my phone so that way I am on point with all my information.
She's title holder busy.
I don't know about all that. So Saturday is the toy and clothing drive at The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
That's Winter Wonderland. Yeah, that's Team USofA. And then Sunday I'm performing at Miss BS West.
Okay.
At BS West. And the 11th is the Golden Wig Head Awards.
I will be there for that.
Yes.
I designed the flyer.
I know. She is designing my business cards as soon as I get the rest of my pictures.
Hit me up on Facebook.
Yeah, they're going to be great. And then Saturday is the Mr. Rainbow Cactus. pageant.
Oh, it's Pride season, huh?
Yeah, yeah. All the preliminaries are happening. Sunday is Mr. Cash In. And that's Sunday.
Your calendar is full, huh?
22nd is a new show by Gunner.
Oh.
And the 20th.
Is that the ladies' night thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, at the new venue.
The Twisted Peacock is doing their grand opening when? Are they doing it this weekend?
I don't know. That's a good question. And then Spotlight is supposed to be the 26th, but Freddie's hurt.
So if Freddie stays hurt, stay tuned. I can't say anything because that's not my show. I don't want Freddie to like stab me with his good hand.
No, don't stab Felicia, Freddie. We don't want that.
Oh my gosh. I meant to somebody just sent me offbeat news. But I think it's fake.
No fake news.
Well, last week we had a couple that were fake and we had to figure out if they were real or not.
Snoops. What's that website?
So do you think this one is real? Arizona pastor predicts AIDS-free Christmas if all gays are killed as God commands.
I believe it. I believe that there is a pastor that probably said that.
Let's see. Let me read this. Oh, he's close to home. A Baptist pastor. Ooh, that ain't cool. In Tempe, called for a mass extermination of LGBTQRS people on Sunday in his sermon entitled AIDS, the Judgment of God. Just in time for World AIDS Day.
Right, exactly.
He had his timing down pat. Anyway, in the sermon, which was uploaded to YouTube on Monday from Faithful Word Baptist Church, Pastor Stephen Anderson said that God has ordered in the scriptures that gays be killed, and that if humanity wants to have an AIDS-free world. I have never read this in the Bible. I
don't think it's in any kind of Bible, Quran.
If humanity wants to have an AIDS-free world by Christmas, he said, that's what should be done, is kill all the gays.
Is that what Jesus said? Just to exterminate
people?
God said that.
God, girl.
So higher than Jesus.
He skipped Jesus and said, fuck it. He said, fuck it.
That's a hot mess.
Even if this is fake, I think it's horrible that somebody wrote a story about this. So, what I need to do is Google this. I'm going to Google, what's this pastor's name? Pastor Stephen Anderson. Y'all can wait. You can wait. Hold on. Don't disappear on me. Stephen Anderson. Oh my God. It's even on the Huffington Post.
There you go.
Let's see. Well, hold on. Let me get this on YouTube.
Oh, goodness.
If this is on YouTube, I'm about to go to this church. I might go to this church and drag.
We should get a whole group of folks. A whole grip of folks.
Yes, let's go. Oh, he has a whole bunch of stuff on YouTube.
Oh, you know it.
Oh, my. Oh, he has his own YouTube channel? Excuse me.
Should comment on one of his videos and ask him to like your page.
Ooh. We Three Kings. Let's see. Oh, he has a service that he just did right now. It's uploading.
Oh.
Instead of watching my show, he was at church. Oh, you in trouble?
I don't know.
Is that curfew? Is that curfew?
No, that's actually a message from my baby.
Baby. Let's see. I'm trying to find this. Oh my gosh. And when I find it, and I will, if it's true. But the person is true. The person is real.
Right.
If I find that, I'm gonna post that motherfucker. And I'm gonna put together an event, and I'll see y'all motherfuckers on Sunday. Because I will dress up like a church lady. Look at that hat. See that hat on the wall? I will dress up like a church lady. I should even bring a boombox so we could do King Jesus. Get me started. We'll do it in the parking lot. Jesus! Baptist church, my ass. Anyway, I got off on the wrong foot. Sorry, God. I don't think any God, any higher being would order to kill his own people that he done created.
No.
Okay.
No.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, Phoenix Movie Bears, Gabe King Photography. Boom, boom, boom. Gabe King Photography. Boom, boom, boom. Sophia's got pictures from Gabe King Photography. When you stalk her on Facebook, don't stalk too closely. She got a boob thing. We also like to thank our supporters, Whitey Tidies and lawtruck.com. Freddie, get better. Because if you ain't here next week, we're doing this from the hospital. You think I'm playing? I will go find your laptop and we will do it from your motherfucking bedside. And whoever's in the other room, they're gonna be like, shh. I'll be like, shut up, huh? I'm just kidding. Tune in next week. We have a special guest, Brandy Sky, I believe her name is.
Brandy Amari Sky.
Yes.
Yeah, I love her. She is amazing.
There's somebody on the 17th, but I forgot.
Uh-oh.
No, I did not forget. The 17th, I'm trying to get, do you want to come back on the 17th? Or maybe you can like video in?
Sure, either one.
Because that week is our 2-year anniversary. We've been doing this for 2 motherfucking
Oh my God,
years.
what? It's our anniversary. Me for you and me.
Oh, she can sing too? We'll keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So we want to thank Miss Sophia St. James. Be sure to follow her on Instagram, Twitter, and if you're safe, Tumblr. And you can catch her around the valley, especially this Saturday at the Rock at 6 p.m. I might be there. Yes. Depends on how my work day goes, because you know how your work day can fuck up your health.
I can understand that.
Ugh. Anyway, so I'd like to thank y'all for watching. But what I want you to consider is some things to challenge us on. We have some challenges that you gave us the last time, like taste challenges and some stuff like that. But if you can think of any challenges that you would like to see Freddie and I do, or special guests drop by and say they want to do, we can work on it. We can work on it. And let me know. Let me know. Just send us a message on Facebook. Be sure to subscribe below and like this episode. And you can find us on Facebook. Oh, my finger. Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. So let's close this mother out. If the computer lets me, because last time it didn't let me. It like started like after I pressed the button. That wasn't cool. I hope you like my beardless face.
It's beautiful.
I missed my beardless face. Nothing wrong with people that have beards. They look cute and everything. Even tried to get my husband to grow a beard. He looks cute with one, but not for me. not for me. All right. Really? Okay. Let's close this out.
I'm in the beauty shop, bitch.
Don't forget, subscribe and like it.
I will turn you out. I will turn you out. Turn it up,
Good night, good night, good night.